Best cooking fats to use for people with diabetic. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kabir, the health coach. I do educational videos regarding your health, regarding nutrition, regarding our life, and many other things. And on today's video, we are going to talk about the best fats to use for a diabetic patient. You have just been diagnosed with diabetic and you are wondering, what foods should I take? Keep up to this channel because you're going to be talking about the foods that we can take, the foods that we should avoid. I'll guide you on the right ways when it comes to diabetic and the things that we can do so that we can make sure that our blood sugars are on the right track. Let's go ahead. So we do advise that when it comes to cooking oil, try and use liquid oil. If it's possible, try and avoid solid oils, and then focus on healthy fats. Try and avoid fats that are saturated or trans fat. These fats are mostly found in processed foods, and we also have cooking oils that are completely processed when it comes to the manufacturing. So we do advise that you focus on cooking oils like olive oil, avocado oil, the nuts and the seeds oil, coconut oil, canola oil. For examples of nuts and the seeds oils, we have like sesame oil, flax seeds oil, peanut oil. These oils are good if you have processed them in the right way. Most of the manufacturers process it in the wrong way, making it too harmful for your health. That's why a current research was done and it was shown, it proved that the seed oils are not good. So if you're able to take the seeds itself and then it's refined itself, like the way we do peanut butter on our own these days at home, without any additives, without anything added, that is okay for you to use. And then if possible, try and avoid solid oils. And I have mentioned before that not all oils are good and not all oils are bad. So let us look at what to opt for. Since we're in a society and you the family, and probably you're the only person who is diabetic and you still want to enjoy meals with everyone else, the best thing I do advise people is every time you're cooking your food, try and use very little oil. Go on especially if it is these other oils, the seed oils and all that, just use very little oil. Like you can use about 1 to 2 tablespoons. Let oils be for only cooking onions and all that. If possible avoid, but if you just want to make sure that it tastes good because of the onions and all that, just use very little oil. That will prevent you from having too fatty foods that may tend too oily fatty food that may tend to raise your blood sugar levels. Okay, and the last tip that I would recommend is you can opt for cooking things in a you're cooking your food in a healthier way. I can give examples of, you can opt to bake. Say for example, if it's instead of deep frying them, opt to bake. Because you should totally avoid deep fried foods. You're on a low fat diet, so you should avoid deep fried foods. You should avoid things like cakes, things like what do you call this, baked cakes, baked cookies, all this baked stuff, foods that have a lot of sugar and fat. That is also not good for you. So if you're baking it, bake it in a healthier way, with little oil, and opt for the healthy foods, which we'll talk about those foods in the upcoming videos. So you can opt for baking, you can opt to stew. By baking I mean you can, let's say, decide to grill your fish. That's a healthy way of cooking it. Instead of deep frying your fish, you can opt to bake it. You can opt to stew it, you can opt to steam it, you can opt to boil it. So that's just a healthy tip on your cooking ways. And with that, we come to the end of this video, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video so that we can talk about many other things when it comes to our food habits, especially if you're diagnosed with diabetes. See you in the next video.